Well, my friends, welcome to Canada. Hey, buddy. Oh, you waved with his ears. You see that? How you doing, pal? That's a great Canadian moose. You may have seen it in a magazine, read about it in a book, or watched a documentary on National Geographic. Wherever it was you heard about this place, the Alaska Highway is world famous. And being out here today, I felt like I was in a movie. It was very awe-inspiring. To be somewhere where so much history has happened. This highway was built by 1,100 American troops all the way through Canada in such a short period of time. But we'll get into more of that on another video when I come across the sign with all the history of this highway. It's pretty amazing. So for me, it felt like I was in a movie today. Because I've seen this before. I've seen it online, I've seen pictures of it, and heard so many stories about people's great journey from Canada all the way through to Alaska. This is what van life was made of. Being out here on the open road, experiencing a piece of history in the world, just you, your van, and your little bro beside you. I was inspired today. This road is magical. We've been on a great adventure this morning down the Alaska Highway. Since we left Fort St. John this morning, we've driven about 150 kilometers down this beautiful highway. But I have a problem with it. I don't do well when there's sections of roads for like 120 kilometers of just flat. Maybe a rolling hill here and there, but flat. I lose attention extremely fast in those scenarios, but right here it's starting to turn. We just came down the hill into this beautiful little valley, so I'm starting to feel comfortable. Weird thing to say though, but I feel extremely comfortable when there's mountains around me. I don't know if it's because I was born and raised on the west coast of BC, but for me, those mountain ranges just makes me feel so at home. My only complaint about this highway so far is it's been dirty, like super dirty. Look at my van. It was spotless when I left this morning. Completely like shiny tires the whole bit, but spotless. That's all from just driving down this highway. Look at it. Ew. Ew. All the way down here, and it gets worse when you get to the back door. Ready? Bam! That's disgusting. We do this sometimes on our travels, where we just drive hundreds and hundreds of kilometers down the open road. Some days it can be a bit annoying, but something about this highway was completely magical. I think if you're on the road to self-discovery and you're looking for answers, the answers are on this highway. You will find yourself out here. You're out here somewhere. Take the journey down the Alaska Highway to find you. Trust me, it's an incredible place to be. Sometimes we could be driving down here for 50 kilometers and still be able to see 50 kilometers ahead of you because the road is straight. It's literally the open road. I'm getting gas out here in the middle of nowhere, and this is a totally different setup than I've ever used before. It's like a big, huge container unit out here. There's nobody manning this station at all. And that's the pump setup. So what you gotta do is you gotta go inside of this building here. Prepay at this machine with a credit card, select your pump then gets activated. Apparently the locals or other people would just drink beer in here, I guess. But it's kind of cool then. It just turns the pump on. I was confused for a second. I was like, how is this thing working? It doesn't give you a receipt. I kind of need the receipt for a business right off, you know? But it was kind of a cool little scenario. I've never had to use a machine like that before, but it worked. We have a full tank of gas, and we hit the road again. I normally don't let my gas get very low when I travel. I usually top it up. every time I see a gas station or somewhere, I'll top it up. Like if it's at 3/4 of a tank, I don't care, I'll top it up. If it's at half a tank, obviously I'll top it up, but I don't let it run below half very often unless I'm on a big long section and I'm waiting to get to a gas station. All right, that was fun. That's where I draw the line on my travels here today. We've done a little over 200 kilometers and it is so beautiful out. We've been hit by sunny weather, just the nicest, fluffiest white clouds to these big, dark, nasty ones that keep pouring rain on us. But believe it or not, out here in the middle of nowhere, there's nothing out here. We have full cell reception, and I went and did the speed test on my phone, and it's giving me 25 megabytes on the download and 17 megabytes on the upload, meaning that I could probably upload a 15-minute video in like 5 minutes. So while we got such a good connection and we're out here in such a peaceful and beautiful place, I'm gonna get some work done today. Making ourselves some food right now, cooking outside of my van. Yep, out here. Because I don't like to cook things that are greasy inside the van. I do those things outside. Yeah, a little roadside cooking. The mountain's way over there, super pretty. Well, that was my day. Sometimes we just have those days where we just drive and drive. And because here on Van City Van Life we give our days to you just as they happen, well, that was it. I had a very inspiring day today, and it feels really good right now to be sitting on the side of the Alaska Highway editing a video and just sharing my day with you. It's pretty damn beautiful. So that, my friends, is a black bear. We have seen a lot of animals on this trip. And some people ask if I'm scared of black bears, they leave you alone. Black bears don't bother you. The only time they do is if they're ever in the cities or in the suburbs because they're hungry. They're down there looking for food out of dumpsters. And they're a little scared already. But when you run into them out here in the backcountry or in the areas where they actually live, their actual homes, they're usually pretty skittish. If they see you, they're taking off. There's not really ever a chance you're going to get into a confrontation with them. If you do the Canadian thing, keep a can of maple syrup with you, offer him the can of maple syrup. He's going to be like, hey bro, thanks for being Canadian, can bring it in here, give me a bear hug. You're going to give the bear a great big hug, and the bear's going to be like, sorry if I scared you, bro. I'm like, no, that's okay. And then we're going to be like, a lot of sorry and so sorry and I apologize, like the Canadian stuff. And then the bear's going to be on his way. But if the bear's being a jerk, and, you know, people are dicks, bears can be dicks too, you keep a can of this, you give him a little squirt in the face, a little bear spray, and he's going to take off. It's all good. But I find a lot of times when you're running into animals in their own environment, they're going to act differently to you than if you were to run into them in our environment, which would be in the cities. So anyway, guys, speaking of nature, we are about to see a ton more wildlife coming ahead of us. The farther we drive north, the more and more animals we're running into just all over the place. Not really running into them because we're not that kind of guy. I like seeing them. Don't take me literally. I'm not like going, that's rude. Anyway, you guys, I find it really cool right now that I'm sitting on the side of the Alaska Highway. I find it really cool that I'm sitting here with my microphone in front of me doing what I love doing inside of a van. Somewhere so epic. I don't know, I'm feeling very inspired today by this drive. It's been one of those things that just uplifts the spirits. There's something about it when you just let nature in and let the world in around you and let all the history that surrounds you on the inside, it just makes you a better person. Do you know what I mean? If that makes sense, makes you a better person. I think it makes you think clearer, makes your mind think sharper. which makes you better because you're not being bogged down by all the things that stress you out. You know what I mean? But right now, being in front of my microphone makes me so happy because this is a major piece of my old life. So I had a 2-year-long electronic music radio show, which means I spent 3 hours a week mixing the show, and then I had to voice the entire show myself, and I miss doing that. So adding the mic and stuff to my videos now really solves a major piece of my life that I missed. That's why I've been doing a little bit more voiceovers, because I damn well love it. Something about the microphone and me, it's that inner DJ. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoy what we do, come on over and join us on Patreon. It's $3 a month, and I put in the work over there. I give them as much content as I can. Lots of pictures and stories about our day, and just things that happen in the day-to-day that YouTube just never gets to see. And they get to see it in real time. So if you got an extra $3 and you want to come on over and support the journey, that would be a great place to do it. Links to that stuff will probably be right here, right in the end here somewhere, or it's in the description down below. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. We out of here. Peace out.